Hello and welcome to highlights of Stage 5 of La Vuelta Femenina. We hit the mountains today, 129.2 kilometers from La Cabrera to Mirador de Penathlanas. The Cat 1 climb of the Puerto de Navafría, 11.5 kilometers, coming with 75.5 kilometers to go. And then the final climb, the Mirador de Penathlanas 5K, with some punishing slopes. Marianne Vos had worn the red jersey going into the stage, but on the Cat 1 climb was over 3 minutes back. Elise Chabet, in the Queen of the Mountains jersey, extended her lead at the top of the Category 1 climb. She was part of a select leading group of roughly 20 riders, including the likes of Annemiek van Vleuten, Demi Vollering, Niamh Fisher-Black, Amanda Spratt and Gaia Reolini, Kasia Nieuwiadoma. Movistar were giving chase, though, trying to bring Liane Lippert back in the mix. With just over 35k to go, disaster struck for the young New Zealander Niamh Fisher-Black while trying to take a bottle from teammate Demi Vollering. Unfortunately, the barrage put in place meant the young New Zealander was not able to use the convoy to come back into that leading group and drop back to the chasers. This meant that SD Works could potentially start to contribute to the chase. It was touch and go as they headed towards the sprint in Riazza, and it did look at times like the chasing group were going to get on to the leaders. It would be touch and go. Big drive from Elise Auyen of DSM leading into the sprint. Rihanna Marcus took the maximum seconds ahead of Chloe Dygert. These two riders had gone into the day second and third in GC. Into the climb, and it was Esme Peberkamp that launched the first move, followed by Sylvia Persico. The punishing slopes of the Mirador de Penathlanas kicked up in front of the riders, and the group was gradually being whittled down. Kasia Nieuwiadoma losing contact with the group just ahead of her teammate Dygert in the green jersey. Everyone looking to see what the young climber Gaia Reolini from Trek Segafredo could do on the climb. She was mixing it up with Demi Vollering in the World Tour leaders jersey. As Vollering started to attack at the front, the group was getting smaller and smaller all the time. The rainbow jersey of Van Vleuten was there, and the real surprise of the day, the young German Ricarda Bauernfeind of Canyon SRAM, sitting with Van Vleuten and Vollering, not far away, Music and Reolini. We were into the final 100 meters. Vollering tightened the shoes. Reolini and Music made contact just as we kicked up with 500 meters to go. Van Vleuten launched first. Vollering had the measure. It was going to be a battle all the way to the line, but arguably the rider of the classic season, Demi Vollering, came through to take the stage. The bonus seconds, and with it, the red jersey of race leader overall. Annemiek van Vleuten finishing second, but you've got to say, a coming-of-age World Tour ride by the young German Ricarda Bauernfeind of Canyon SRAM in third, and a great finish by Evita Music of FDJ Suez coming home in fourth. Reolini, great performance for the young Italian climber. She crossed ahead of Chabet, Marcus and Labus, while Marianne Vos in the red jersey defending it as only she could. She would swap red for green at the end of the day as that jersey passes on to the shoulders of Demi Vollering. Your stage result looks like this. Demi Vollering from Annemiek van Vleuten and Ricarda Bauernfeind. Music, Reolini, Chabet, Marcus, Labus, Barril and Garcia, your top 10. Emotions, understandably, for the young New Zealander Niamh Fisher-Black, and gets comforted in a big hug from team leader Demi Vollering. 2 days to go, and what a 2 days. Demi Vollering takes over in red, but it is still tight at the top of the standings, just 5 seconds ahead of Van Vleuten. 12 to Marcus, Chabet, Labus, Royce, Barril, Nieuwiadoma, Garcia and Magnaudi, your top 10. 1 minute and 28 separating them overall. It's another day in the mountains tomorrow with 2 Category 2 climbs along the route, but a flat